Hi, Jen from Jen Michelle Coaching. Today I want to talk about how to get your guy back if he has left the relationship. This applies to any woman in any stage of a relationship, whether she's been in a short-term relationship with the man or if she's been married to him for 20 years. So much of what we instinctively want to do to save a relationship is actually what causes the relationship to move further and further away. So as soon as we notice the parts of ourselves that are creating more damage and getting us further away from what we want, we have the opportunity to really shift things and to create that shift quickly. So the first one that I want to talk about, I wrote a few things down here, this is a big one, right? Because it's very counterintuitive. We want to let him go. That means if he tells us, I'm leaving, I made my decision, I'm out the door, I hear you. That's not what I want, yet I hear what you're saying and I respect your decision. Because as soon as we stop the resistance, everything changes. If we're resisting something, we dig our heels in. Yet if we are accepting of what is, and we can just express, that's not what I want, yet I hear you, and that's it, right? We let it go. There is no resistance in it anymore. And then he then has the emotional freedom to go and decide and feel into what he wants. Because as I've talked about before, men heal in space and men value freedom. So we have just given him complete space and complete freedom to choose what he wants or doesn't want. And that allows us the biggest opportunity for him to find his way back to us. Yet this is counterintuitive because our instincts tell us to cling tight, to chase him, to do everything, to lower ourselves, like pull at his pants leg, right? That's what our instincts tell us to do because we're scared. We don't want to lose him. Yet as we take that deep breath and we bring awareness to what it is we want long term, we stop those knee-jerk reactions and we create that space to really hear and let go in a really powerful way. You'll notice that this alone can create a powerful shift in the dynamic. The second one that I want to talk about is don't play games, right? We don't want to suddenly then get in his head trying to guess what it is he's thinking or feeling and then take action from that space or quote unquote make him jealous or make him regret it or any of those things where we're living inside his headspace and not our own. And so that looks like anytime you catch yourself wanting to take action because of how he'll react or how he may perceive it, stop and put yourself back in your own head and focus on filling your cup up. What do you need to do to feel good? Do you need to eat healthy? Do you need to go out for coffee with a friend, go for a walk, go exercise, buy yourself a bouquet of flowers, anything that will give you a little bit of love so you're filling your own tank up versus trying to manipulate, distort, or create a situation, for him based off what he may or may not think as a result, right? We just get caught in this vicious cycle when we do that. So we want to focus on authentically filling up our own cup and feeling as good as we can, regardless of what he's doing or not doing. This is a really powerful way as well of changing the dynamic because when we're living in someone else's head, they can feel that micromanagement, right? They can feel when that attention and focus is on them, regardless if you see him or not. It's just energy. And so when we put that energy on ourselves and our own worth and really learn how to give ourselves what we need, he instinctively feels it and is more compelled to reach out and get curious about us again. And the third one is have humility. This is where we reflect on our part of the relationship and we go a little bit deeper to see if we have a mess to clean up. Is there something that we need to apologize for? Are there ways we've been disrespectful and haven't shown up in our best light? something that we need to go a little bit deeper with and own. And if that's the case, that is such a beautiful place for us to get to, because that's where we let our guard down. That's where we learn how to communicate authentically and be open when he does reach out again, right? Or we give that space. And if there is something we did that we really need to own, we use the right words to share that and release the outcome. These are really powerful ways to bring a guy back, rebuild a relationship from scratch, and just be confident in our feminine. It's so powerful in changing everything, even though it is completely the opposite of what we've been taught all along, right? I would love to talk with you about your relationship situation. I'm at jen@jenmichellecoaching.com, and any comments or feedback, welcome. Please, can't wait to hear from you. Have a great day. Bye.